So you've got the story of the birth of our Messiah for me? Yes, sir, I do. Amazing. Now, last time you mentioned that this story comes in two rather different forms. Yes, and I know you're really wanting just one version of events, sir. It would solve a lot of problems with the narrative, yes. So hear me out. This is what we're thinking. We'll have 4 or 5 different guys each do their own version. Oh, the exact opposite of what I suggested. Okay. Well, here's how we'll square it with what you're looking for. No matter what these guys come up with, we're all going to agree in advance that what they're writing about is the same thing. Oh, agreeing in advance that all these conflicting accounts will be about the same thing is tight. Yeah. That is an interesting approach. Is that part of the eisegesis thing you mentioned last time? Sort of, but as it turns out, my cousin Herman is the one who actually came up with this specific idea. Herman. Yes, and he likes to call it hermeneutics. Self-aggrandize much, does he? Admittedly, we all rolled our eyes at that one, but honestly, I think his approach is going to simplify things a lot. I guess we'll see how it goes. Now, besides Cousin Herman, who else do you have on this project? Well, you're already acquainted with Larry, whose great however many times grandfather of the same name also worked on the OT with our ancestors. Yes, the fruit didn't fall far from the tree with that one. You're not lying, sir. And we've also got Matty, Marky Mark, Quirinius, Luke, and Johnny. Quirinius? Like the governor of Syria? No, obviously. Quinn's just a local guy. Oh, okay. Yeah, he hates that he shares the same name with that Roman dude, so to avoid confusion, he just goes by Q. That'll work. So yeah, that's my crack team. Do they all sit around and whiteboard the timeline together? God, if only. No, Matt and Luke are besties, and that helps a lot. And they share ideas with Marky Mark and Q, but Marky Mark and Q can't stand each other. And where does Johnny figure in all this? He pretty much does his own thing, but I have seen him blaze one with Larry from time to time. Oh goodness, it's fine. It just brings out the artist in him. Sweet. It's nice to know who you're working with. It really is. Marky Mark and I grew up together, you know. Oh, no, I didn't know. That's cool. Yeah, we had sleepovers at each other's houses all the time. So wholesome and fun. That's when I found out how much he loves stories from the OT. Uh-oh. Yeah. He loved the Valley of the Dry Bones story from Ezekiel so much we used to act it out all the time. Oh, that's so super weird and disconcerting. Oh yeah, he was way into it. Big zombie fan. Zombie horror is a popular genre right now, I guess. And it always will be. If that's please don't have him put any zombies in the New Testament. I'll see what I can do. Okay. Tell me about Jesus' amazing birth story. Oh yeah. So, some magi in the east see a star appear in the east. Okay. And they tell King Herod about it, and Herod is very upset. Why? I don't know. Care to make up a reason? Nah. Well, okay then. And Herod asks them where the Messiah is to be born, and they reply that the prophecy says Bethlehem. What prophecy are they referring to? The one that says, "But you, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are by no means least among the rulers of Judah. For out of you will come a ruler who will shepherd my people Israel." Oh yes, I recognize those verses. They're from Micah. Really? None of us could remember where we'd heard them. Uh-huh. Would it surprise you to find out that they have nothing to do with a prophecy of any Messiah or saviors? Oh, not this again. They're from the 5th chapter of Micah, and the name Bethlehem Ephrathah refers to a small tribe, not a town. But the word Bethlehem is in there. It sure is. The words, "He will deliver us from the Assyrians when they invade our land and march across our borders," are also in there. They are? Yes, they are. So is there a plan to have Jesus kick the Assyrians' butts in your notes there? No. Well, not yet anyway. Because that's what this prophesied ruler from Bethlehem Ephrathah is supposed to do in that chapter of Micah. Huh. Whoops. Whoopsie. Well, shoot. Either write Jesus kicking the Assyrians' butts at some point, or take that bogus non-prophecy out. Kicking a Syrian butt really isn't what we're going for with the J-Man. I'll take it out. Don't forget. I won't. So anyways, Herod tells the Magi to follow the star to Bethlehem and report back to him where baby Jesus is. What's he going to do with that information? He says he wants to go worship the child. Alrighty. So the star in the east guides them straight to the house that Jesus is born in. Wait, you said these guys are from the east? Yes. So it would follow that Bethlehem is west of them. Duh. And they follow a star in the east. And a lot of versions of this story, yes. So wouldn't that have them heading east and thus away from Bethlehem? Oh yeah. Whoops again. Whoopsie. Well, somehow the star goes way around and over the other way and leads them straight to baby Jesus. A miraculous star indeed. Oh yes, it works out great. And the Magi worship little baby Jesus, and they give him gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Nice. And then they get a warning in a dream to not go back to Herod, and so they just go straight back home. A warning in a dream, eh? Tell me more about that. No. Well, okay then. And then Joseph gets a warning in a dream that he needs to take his baby to Egypt because Herod wants to kill Jesus. Oh no. So off they go to Egypt. Wow. Now Herod gets really mad that the Magi didn't report back to him, so he orders every baby boy under the age of 2 around Bethlehem to be killed. Oh no. So God protects all those helpless innocent baby boys? Why would he do that? The only reason these blameless children are in the crosshairs in the first place is on account of the birth of God's son. True. So considering that, maybe God could arrange another Passover. You know, some divine intervention to protect his chosen people, just like he did for them back in Egypt in the book of Exodus. Yes, he has established that that is something he can do. Well, great. But he's just going to let the infanticide happen. Oh, really? Yeah. It becomes known as the massacre of the innocents. Is there any justification for this being in there? I got nothing. Unless God is so good. Always. Unless it's because that massacre fulfills another prophecy? What prophecy is that? Oh, that's why he put that in here. Put what in there? There's this prophecy from Jeremiah. A voice is heard in Ramah, weeping in great mourning, Rachel weeping for her children and refusing to be comforted because they are no more. What, that's the prophecy? Well, yeah, weeping and mourning for children that are no more. Back up a second. God damn it. That verse in Jeremiah has nothing to do with messiahs or infanticide orders in Bethlehem. In the 31st chapter of Jeremiah, where you got those lines, they were just a small part of a many chapters long story of God gathering up his scattered chosen people from the many nations he had banished them to after his multiple holy ass kickings. Damn it. And as it turns out, lots of people die when God issues his holy ass kickings, and that includes untold numbers of children. That's who the aforementioned Rachel was weeping for in Ramah in the book of Jeremiah, not boys under the age of 2 in Bethlehem. Well, Ramah and Bethlehem are practically the same place. No, they're not. They're 10 miles apart, and there are multiple towns between them, including Jerusalem. Whoops. Whoopsie. Anyway, after Herod dies, Joseph is told in a dream to return to Israel, and he's warned in a dream not to go to Judea because Herod's son is in charge now, and he might give him trouble if they go there. Joseph sure gets a lot of intel in his dreams. It does feel like we're hitting that plot device a lot, doesn't it? Oh yeah. I'll work on that. So however he gets his orders, Joseph and Mary and Jesus all end up in Nazareth. Why Nazareth? To fulfill another prophecy. So which orifice did you pull this prophecy out of? We just made it up. It's not based on anything in the OT? Nope. Oh, wow. You're not even trying anymore, are you? What's the point? I've been pretty hard on you, I know. I'm sure next time when we do Luke's version, things will go more smoothly since we've already gone over the basics with Matty's version. Oh yeah, they're practically indistinguishable.